Hey guys, so I'm back with another wrestling video, and there are several divisions that I want to talk about in WWE right now, so I'm gonna get straight to the point with this one. Basically, I just feel like the tag team division, and I mean really this has been the case for a long while in WWE. I feel like this division might have been going somewhere like last year, when they brought up a few tag teams, and I thought, okay, maybe the tag team division can get some, heat going behind it, get some fire going on it. But no, the tag team division right now just really is just really lackluster. I mean, just really mediocre. I mean, you look at both the tag team divisions on Smackdown and Raw. I mean, what is there? Let's look at the Raw's tag team division first. So you've got the Hardy Boys, who recently came back, which is cool. You know, Jeff Hardy's one of my favorite wrestlers, and I love the Hardy Boys, so that's a welcome return. You got the Revival, who recently debuted, and they had a strong debut against the New Day, and so that's good. Hopefully, the Revival does well, and they don't just get used for a few months and then just get tossed aside by WWE creative, like it seems like a lot of other NXT tag teams have been. It seems like the case with a lot of other NXT tag teams and NXT talent in general, with a few exceptions. But aside from the Hardy Boys and the Revival, who have both either, Revival just debuting or the Hardy Boys just recently coming back, who else do you have? You've got Endzone Cass, who I was a fan of Endzone Cass last year. They were a good tag team in NXT. Never won the NXT Tag Team Championships, which shocks the hell out of me because they were over as shit in NXT. But they've been on the main roster for about, let's see, I believe it's been about a year now. About a year. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't really know what they've really done with Enzo and Cass. I mean, they've put Enzo in a few comedy bits where that whole thing with Rusev and Lana, which was really uncomfortable, and wasn't into that really. I mean, it was kind of funny when Lana saw Enzo's schlong, but I mean, it's just I didn't care for it. I mean, they put Cass in that WWE title or Universal title battle royal. I mean, they put them in singles matches, and they have put them in tag team matches, and they did compete at WrestleMania this year in like a 4-way tag team championship ladder match, but it's starting to really look like Enzo is really starting to act like more of a heel to me, like especially with the whole we got that kryptonite shit that he was doing on Raw, and Sheamus actually bro kicked the shit out of Enzo, and the crowd started chanting "Thank you, Sheamus," which is surprising. But as far as Enzo and Cass goes, they really haven't done a lot with them. They're a decent tag team. I mean, but who else? Sheamus and Cesaro. Like, I like Cesaro as a tag team. I like Cesaro as a wrestler. I think he's got a shitload of talent, and I do think he could be a main eventer. I've got friends that disagree with me that think he's just a mid-carder. I disagree. I think he can be a main eventer. I think he's got all the tools to be a main eventer. And I feel like Cesaro just keeps getting put in tag teams. Like, he was a part of the Real Americans with Jack Swagger, with Tyson Kidd, which was a good tag team, admittedly. Now he's with Sheamus. I feel like he was a part of another tag team. Maybe that's it. I think that's about it. I can't remember if he was a part of another tag team or not. I can't remember. But yeah, this tag team with Sheamus, which is okay, I guess. But I mean, it really just screams. I mean, it just screams. Oh, we don't have anything for Cesaro. We don't really have much for Sheamus either, which is a surprise. But why don't we just go ahead and throw you two guys together? The whole storyline with them becoming a tag team, I didn't dig that much, and I don't really care for them as a tag team. I just feel like two singles guys thrown together. They don't feel like an actual tag team. But they're okay, I guess. But who else? The Club. The Club were fucking jobbers until recently. Then all of a sudden they get a few wins and then become the tag team champions. Really? they were pretty much jobbers up until a little bit ago. They were lose match after match after match constantly, and they are honestly they're a good tag team. But apparently WWE doesn't think though, because they were jobbing like fucking crazy. So I can't take the club seriously. I'm sorry. They've lost way too many matches for me to take them seriously, let alone them being the tag team champions. So, I mean, the Shining Stars, they're a joke. Enough said. The Golden Truth, which I don't even know if the Golden Truth is a joke too. It's pretty much a joke tag team. So you've got two joke tag teams. You've got a new team that just debuted, which hopefully they don't fuck up with. You got the Hardy Boys, who are the tag team champions right now. Okay. You've got Endzone Cass, which, you know, you got the Club, who are they don't take seriously anyways. So why should any of us? And then they've got Sheamus and Cesaro, which again, they're a decent tag team, but again, I just feel like it's two guys thrown together, and I feel like Cesaro could be doing a lot more than just another freaking tag team for him. So that's the Raw tag team division. Let's go to the SmackDown tag team division. So who do you have? You have the Usos, who have been heel the last few months, which was a welcome change. They were getting kind of stale as faces. You know, I kind of like the new heel version of the Usos. They're tag team champions right now. They've been a tag team in WWE for quite a long while, and they're a good tag team. You know, put on some pretty good matches. Okay, so the Usos. American Alpha. You know, they were the most recent tag team champions before the Usos, and they are a good tag team. The American Alpha is a great tag team. The problem is their title reign was not really that significant. Like, they just kind of just went through tag team after tag team after tag team with no real storyline or edge or anything. It was kind of like when they made Paige the Divas champion, and they didn't really give her any direction, really. It was just her coming out and going and competing in matches and just winning matches and not really... That's pretty much the same thing with American Alpha, I felt like. I didn't feel like they had a really compelling feud until the Usos, and then the Usos just won the titles. It just felt like they faced the flavor of the month tag team until they lost the belts. So their tag team reign really just didn't mean that much. I guess Heath Slater and Rhino is still a thing. I have no idea. I mean, they were teasing a breakup a little while ago, but now I guess they're still a tag team. I don't know what's going on with them. You had the Vaudevillains, who were a good tag team, but they completely got fucking jobbed out. I mean, good tag team from NXT, you bring them up, and you freaking make them jobbers in almost no time, which is a shame. And Simon Gotch got released recently, so the Vaudevillains are done, obviously. You got the Ascension, who could have been a good tag team, another decent tag team from NXT, but you brought them up. You gave them a stupid Road Warriors ripoff thing. You basically made them the Road Warrior ripoffs. Did that for a while. They were basically a joke for a long time, and it seems like just recently they seem like they were getting a little bit of steam behind them, but again, I don't know what the plans are for them. I mean, it seemed like I believe they were getting like a tag team title shot or something, but now they aren't. I don't know. I mean, the Ascension, yet another insignificant tag team, it seems. I don't know, who else on SmackDown? You had the Bromans, but Zack Ryder's out on injury, and I'm not a big fan of that tag team anyways. So the Bromans, that whole tag team is basically out for now, and they're giving Mojo Rawley a huge singles push, God knows why, but I don't know. I feel like there's another one on here. Oh, Breezango, which is another tag team that I think has loads of potential, but they're a joke. The Breezango is a joke. They're both jobbers, which is really unfortunate in the case of Tyler Breeze, because Tyler Breeze was a fantastic wrestler in NXT. I mean, great wrestler. He made say what you will about his gimmick, but he made a hokey gimmick into something good. And he put on some great matches, and they bring him up to the main roster. He basically, they do okay with him for a few months, then he just becomes a freaking joke, pretty much. Then you put him in this team with Fandango, which could have potential. They could be a good tag team. But, I mean, I think you jobbed them out to American Alpha in like 45 seconds. And now they're doing this whole fashion police thing, which is really just a joke. It's just a joke gimmick. You have freaking Tyler Breeze coming out and dressing up as fucking Nikki Bella and having him get speared by Nikki Bella. Like, what the fuck is that? But that's a whole nother thing. So Breezango is a joke. Ascension is basically a joke. Maybe not as much of a joke as Breezango is, but they're basically insignificant. Bromans, you know, Zach is out on injury. Vaudevillains is done because Simon Gotch got released, and they were jokes too because they were constantly getting jobbed out all the fucking time. Heath Slater and Rhino, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. You know, so it seems to me, unless I'm forgetting someone, some other tag team on SmackDown, it seems to me that the only tag teams there are right now of any significance is the Usos and American Alpha, which is another problem that SmackDown's tag team division had. When American Alpha were tag team champions, they just ran through every single tag team like it was nothing. So you're basically making all the other tag teams look like jokes pretty much, at the expense of pushing one tag team. So you're basically burying your entire tag team division for one tag team, and after they drop the titles, who else can believably be tag team champions or be taken seriously as like the tag team of the show? You know, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, SmackDown's tag team division, not that great. I mean, I hear that DIY might be coming up to SmackDown. Someone told me that. I don't know if that's true or not, but if so, then please hurry up, because, I mean, tag teams are welcome on the main roster, because basically every tag team on SmackDown, aside from AA and Usos, have pretty much been made insignificant, jobbers, or a joke. And then on Raw, oh wait, the New Day. I forgot the New Day on Raw. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're a good tag team. I mean, it's not really my thing, but they can be funny sometimes, but it's not really my thing. And, you know, the New Day, what have the New Day really been doing? They haven't really been competing in the tag team division. They basically just been going out on Raw and fucking around pretty much. They had that thing with Titus O'Neil, which was stupid, in my opinion. So I guess Raw's tag team division might be a little bit better than SmackDown's, but either way, I feel like just both tag team divisions are just mediocre right now. Just mediocre. There's not really a whole lot of excitement. There's a little bit on Raw when you brought the Hardys back and you get the Revival debuting, but I don't know. I just don't feel like there's really any excitement or any fire or any steam behind it, either of the tag team divisions, and I hope that some way, maybe the debut of DIY and Revival and the Hardys on Raw can help that, maybe, but who knows. But yeah, so that's been my rant, I guess, on the tag team divisions of WWE right now. And I will be coming back with another one. This time I'll be talking about the women's divisions in WWE right now, which will be fun. But yeah, so that's it for this one. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.